Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul. Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gon' be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was ballin'. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah.
Are you making another beat, Daddy?
And Genius is my dad.
I'm stuck up. You around me, you lucked up. Who your referral? What's what? Mastered everything but trust. No invite, don't show up. Don't crash this party, don't know us. And if your +1 is a suspect, you +1 gon' be upset. My team is extraordinary. Can't have sense around trying to be legendary. Ain't nobody ordinary. Family first, everything else secondary. People intentions be funny, they probably been plotting since February. Meanwhile, I'm shopping high to low. Saving up so I could buy the stove. When we talk design, I need a modest robe when I'm hopping out the shower on the road. One in black, one in latte. His and hers, I ain't never alone. Staying packed, I ain't never home. A 5-hour flight isn't long. I done flown to a different day. You still flying to a different zone. You still lying to impress the public. Still stressing, trying to stretch the budget. Wake up, be grateful for what you got, and learn to respect and love it. Being happy is the real flex. They gravitate when you feel that. That's why you gotta keep your circle tight, so people only here to hold you back. Real life. My taste expensive. Till I get rich, can't buy nothing. I don't wear chains that glitter. I'm from a city that's star funny, and I don't hang with people. I prefer to be around family, in case it get crazy in here. I know somebody that'll die for me. Stuck up. Don't really want you around me if you can't have my trust. When you quiet while they vibing, they gon' call you stuck up. Can't deny it, hella private if that make me stuck up. Call me stuck up. They find it hard to find some business. They be minding my business. I find it hard to find some interest in whatever they doing. Whether I'm counting up thousands or pinching my pennies, I'm focused on growing. Y'all saving up for a rainy day. I like to prepare for the storm. Being around me a privilege. Clowns can't visit my village. Real life. You only find real men here. Homies got wives and children. Real life. You don't provide, you cannot live here. We make a life, we in it. Just the reason why we different. Deadbeats do not enter. We not the same at the core. We not the same in the center. Your name never get mentioned. 1 in 5 women feel you. You could get rich tonight. You'll be a lame with some millions. Come up on a property. You'll be a lame with a building. Your woman make you wash dishes. We is not the same people. She making the bread, you cracking the eggs. Y'all yoke ain't equal. We ain't associates, we ain't nothing. We don't know the same people. Everything we do esoteric. Shh, keep it a secret. My taste expensive. Till I get rich, can't buy nothing. I don't wear chains that glitter. I'm from a city that star funny, and I don't hang with people. I prefer to be around family in case you get crazy in here. I know somebody that'll die for me. Yeah, stuck up. Don't really want you around me if you can't have my trust. When you quiet while they vibing, they gon' call you stuck up. Can't deny it, hella private if that made me stuck up. Call me stuck up. Classic. Yeah. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes. And I got my dog with me, Mr. Walk Down him. What up, Tez? How you feeling?
What's happening, Classic? How y'all doing? It's Tez from the Tez Down. Welcome to the Classic Codes.
You know, we finna have too much fun in public. Classic. You know what I'm saying? We finna have too much fun in public, but get the free stuff out the way. Somebody got a request.
Hey, y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Hey, Tez, anything on your heart you want to get to before we get started, my brother?
Man. Which heart?
Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. What up, man? What up, chat? Y'all quiet, chat. We see y'all in here. Why y'all ain't talking? Why y'all ain't say nothing? What up, CDN? What's going on?
What's up, Ollie, man? What's up, Ollie, man?
Oh, we got
Elbows
Canada in the building.
International.
Uh-huh.
Elbows up, Ollie, man. What's up?
What up, Chanel? She said 111-333. All that.
Yeah.
Listen, so tonight we're gonna be talking about the war, brother. Not the war they thinking about, but the war of human nature versus human infrastructure. Societal norms, if you will.
That sounds like an excellent topic for the human experience. Guys, if you have not been to the human experience, this is the show where you get much more of Tez and Classic as they talk about life struggles, and how they view life through the lens that we see of society. And 9 times out of 10, it's some form of social media. Wouldn't you agree, Classic?
Yeah. Classic. Sure do. So listen, we're going to start off with the review the tape segment, man. We're going to start with the review the tape segment. We have a situation and we need to find out exactly who violated in this situation, man. Welcome to the human experience. We will be starting off with our review the tape segment. Anybody else that you see breaking down the footage like us, know that they got it from us. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to call this segment review the tape, and we're going to look at a woman who is in disarray, to say the least, Tez. I think she's gotten to her wits end, right? We talked about the tier system of the side chicks, right? We've discussed this amongst each other. On live, the tier system of the side chicks, and how there are grade A side chicks, and then you have those who strive to be a starter, strive to make the all-star team, no longer comfortable with the contract that they get for being a corner shooter.
You know, before we even get into that, there's an interesting question that popped up while I was sitting here and while we were reviewing some things. The first question that I have of the day, first question that I've asked all day, everyone, is, do you think that side people are more prevalent? Are there more side dudes than side chicks? Or do you think it's equal?
Are there more side dudes than side chicks?
I would hazard a guess that there are more side dudes than side chicks.
I'm gonna say yes as well.
And it's just because I do believe that in the average male nature, they would much rather accept some more than anything, but also they would love to escape the culpability and the responsibility of the relationship if she lets them.
You're right.
I don't see too many side dudes clamoring to be boyfriends.
True.
Classic.
True. I was going to say, I believe that women cheat more than men these days. And because I believe that, I would have to say yes to your question. There'd have to be more side dudes than side chicks if I believe that women cheat more than men. So your rationale is a little different from mine, but same conclusion.
Classic.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, we have a show for you guys today that is going to show you what we think, why we think it, and if we can find some common ground between two guys who are watching other people's lives.
Bro, did you say ladies and gentlemen and everything in between? Huh?
Don't forget about the squirrels.
Don't
read too much into it. Just let it.
Man, I'm gonna just roll the video.
Just squirrels.
It's Ant. 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 I'm just comforting. Hey, baby. Why are you acting like you don't know me? We was just in Mobile together. You had got your 2 kids. Like,
I think you got the wrong house.
no, I don't. Babe, let her know what's up.
Who the fuck is this?
Babe, let her know what's up. Don't act like you don't know me.
Who the fuck is this bitch? I don't know who this is.
Why are you sitting here acting like you don't know? We were just in Mobile. Look, I'm gonna show you the text. Cause you his wife? Cause he said he was leaving you. Here, look.
Anthony, this better be a fucking joke, bro. I'm not fucking playing. Are you fucking serious? So we go to Mobile and you fucking with bitches and we going to fucking Mobile?
I don't have no reason to lie.
What are you talking? Is this a joke? No, what the fuck is she talking about? Why are you asking me? Who the fuck is this? I don't know who that is.
You gonna keep denying me.
Who?
You gonna next? You either talk or I'm gonna pull out the pictures
Pull out what pictures?
of me and him that we took.
Pull them out.
Tell him.
Cause what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, you touching?
Oh! Let's review the tape, ladies and gentlemen. What up? It's Off Rain in the chat. We see you 333. Oh, wait. For those that can't see it, it says, popped up at my boyfriend's crib because I was tired of being a side piece. She is no longer happy with her contract as a corner shooter. She wants an opportunity to make the all-star team. Oh, my God.
It's Ant. Ant. Ant.
All right, we're reviewing the tape. She's asking for this man by name at his door. So the disbelief, we can get rid of the disbelief. Now we are in a time where people will do a lot of weird shit for content. Okay. So you can't fault these people for feeling like it's a joke, but whether or not she in the right place, we could throw that out the window. She's at his door asking for him by his name. You feel me, Tez?
Yes, sir.
Let's roll.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby is crazy. Hey, baby, listen, even though listen. He go with both of them. He with both of them. That's but to be at her, baby, you know about her. So you signed up for what you signed up for. That is what that is. Now he deceived you because he said he was gonna leave her. So he deceived you, but you know about her though. You know about her. So to know that you at her doorstep and to greet him with, hey, baby, Nasty work. Let's roll.
Why are you acting like you don't know me? We was just in Mobile together. You had got your 2 kids. Like,
I think you got the wrong house.
no, I don't. Babe, let her know what's up.
I think you got the wrong house. Is her trying to figure out how much time she gonna get in jail. That's what she trying to figure out. I think you got the wrong house. Is her figuring out how much time is she willing to do for the way she finna crash out. You understand? Tez, what are you seeing so far, Tez?
So far, from what I've gathered from the film that we are currently witnessing, is she took it upon herself to come over there and to try to talk to this man. And this man has decided that he's going to play the dumb role. The girl is there. Old girl knew that the girl was there. She was probably texting him, and they probably were having a text conversation. So, I'm going to hazard a guess that he was having a text conversation with her. Like, I'm tired of this. And you over there with her, and we just all should be together. See, I don't think, now this is just what I'm watching here. I don't think that she's trying to break them up. I think she's trying to be included. Next time.
Let's see how that notion ages. What up, Time? Let's see how that notion ages.
Babe, who the fuck is this?
Babe, let her know what's up. Don't act like you don't know me.
Who the fuck is this bitch?
Babe, let her know what's up. Now I'm still with you on that. You think she wants to be included? Because babe, let her know what's up. That's his opportunity to say, listen, I love you and I love her. That's his chance to say, listen, baby, I love you and I love her. How you love her? Relax, calm down. Can I speak with you? You told me I could tell you anything. Well, now's the time to see if that's real. He's supposed to get in his bag right now. When she said, babe, let her know what's up, he was supposed to get in his bag. But here's the problem he made. Flag on the play, Tez. Here's the problem he made. This man never mentally prepared himself for this being a possibility.
No, he didn't.
He never mentally prepared himself for this because, brother, the I don't know what she talking about. That's not gonna work, gang. That worked when she went through your phone while you was in the tub. That worked when the other chick ain't standing right in front of you. She's right in front of you. I don't know who this is. Now, yesterday, I did a whole live stream that never happened. If y'all was there, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I wasn't there.
I did it. Me either. but you can't play that card in this situation. You can't play that card in this situation. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty. Let's continue.
I don't know who this is.
Why are you sitting here
I don't know who this is.
acting like you don't know? We were just in Mobile. Look, I'm gonna show you the text.
She's still giving him a chance. She
said, I'm going to show you the tape.
She didn't go straight to pictures. She didn't go straight to video. She giving grace right now. I'm with you, Tez. If he played his cards right, I think he could have had a royal flush. Because the side chick with it, she's with it. We know she's with it.
I'm gonna tell you, I've seen this before. I've seen this happen right in my face. I wasn't the recipient or the progenitor. Y'all like that word, don't you? I wasn't the recipient or the progenitor of this, but I watched this happen in my face, and the guy had a completely and total opposite reaction than what this guy's having, and it worked out in his favor.
Listen to me. When you caught, you understand you caught. Stop trying to get away with it. You're caught. Stop trying to get away with it. Immediately stop trying to get away with it. When you came to the door and you saw that the door was ajar, and you looked through the door at your house with your wife and saw your girlfriend through the crack in the door, you know that stop trying to get away with it. Getting away with it is over. The brother didn't abort mission. But you know what, though? I got to respect it. He working out of the first manual. Remember the first manual?
Deny
till you die.
Deny.
Yes.
So I'm gonna tell you really quick. I mean, I don't have to go quick. We got a little bit of time on this today.
Till you die. This ain't me. I ain't right here. That ain't her. I don't know. I don't know. I'm legally blind.
See, here's the quote unquote crux here, right?
Yeah.
So this situation that I watched play out right in front of me, people that I knew. I think I talked to you about this a while back on one of the shows that we were on. Guys, please, I beg your forgiveness. Actually, I'm not really begging for it. I'm letting you know that I don't remember. That we talked about this, and I believe I told this story when I'm working at the club, and I know the guy, I know his girl, and I also know his wife. And his wife came in there. He was with his girl, and his wife sat right down at the table with them while they eating and having a nice couple of drinks. And the wife says, "Who is this?" And he goes, "Let's just change the names. This is Candy."
Mm.
She said, "Oh, Candy. Okay. Candy, you care to explain yourself?" And she said, "No, I'm with Rob." That's not his real name, obviously. She said, "I'm with Rob." And she said, "Well, I'm Mrs. Rob." And she said, "Mrs. Rob, it's nice to meet you. But I like Rob." And then Rob looked at Mrs. Rob and he said, "Baby, you knew I was coming here tonight. I invited you." She said, "I don't like this club." And then he said, "Look, can we all go outside and have a conversation?" They all went outside. Obviously, I'm not trying to, have nothing crazy happen to the club. I went out, I used to go above and beyond when I worked at the club, bro. I went outside to try to keep the peace, to make sure that the girls weren't about to start fighting. The popos weren't about to get called because that's bad for business. And next thing you know, they all holding hands.
Mm-hmm.
They all holding hands outside. And then and Mrs. Rob looked her right in the face. She do her hair like this. She said, "You are very pretty, though." She goes, "My husband always did have good taste. We've been together for 25 years, y'all. And then we was together before that for 5 years." And so I looked at them and I said, "Are y'all good?" This man came to the club with both of them. I probably like the next 8 to 9 months before they started going somewhere else. And I was like, and I asked them because I recently saw them when I was just out and about at a show.
Mm-hmm.
They was all together still. And I was like, "So what happened here?" "Oh yeah, Candy moved in." This was 4 years ago. Candy moved in. Actually, it's longer than that now because the pandemic was like 5.5 years ago. This was about 5.5 years ago, and this happened during the pandemic. Candy moved in. It's been good. Like, we had a kid. I'm like, "So wait." He was like, "Yeah, because me and Mrs. Rob, our kids are adults now. So now we all just take care of the baby." And he's a construction worker. He don't make nothing but like 130. You know what I'm saying? Like, he makes like 130. Mrs. Rob, she don't really do too much. And then Candy didn't do nothing. Candy was just cute. So all of them just have been living this poly lifestyle for the last couple of years. And unbeknownst to me, I'm like, "So what? So Mr. Rob, like, you got it going on then, right?" And he was like, "To be honest, it was their choice.
I'm only gonna do this once."
Listen, I said it last week before you even gave this testimony about the hypothetical or the metaphorical Candy and Rob and them. Before you gave this story, I said last week, I said there are some side pieces that if the main chick catch him, she'll look at her and be like, "Damn, you know what? You breaking my heart, but I see why you did it." Oh God, they don't know. They don't know, folks. They don't know.
I wish this was anecdotal, but it really isn't. I guarantee you, I'm probably gonna see them later on tonight. To be honest, I'm probably gonna see them later on tonight coming through one of the clubs. I'm probably gonna see them.
Yeah.
And when I do, everything will probably be normal. They probably gonna order their food, sit at the table, eat, and then get up out of there. One time was funny. I saw them at a different club when I was just out. Somebody walked up and he tried to talk to him, and he was like, "Hey, your daughter is cute. Can I talk to your daughter?" He goes, "That's not my daughter. That's my girlfriend." And he's like, "Well, who's the one you with?" "That's my wife."
Again, I say to you, you're promoting deception on here. Okay. Well, listen, there's nothing that we're talking about that isn't in the Holy Bible. Prove me wrong.
I'm only gonna do this once.
All right. Go ahead and continue, Tez.
Yeah, dude was like, "Wait a minute." Dude looked at him. I'm gonna have to look. I keep changing his name in my head, so that's why I'm stuttering a little bit, because I'd be about to say his real name. I ain't trying to put him out there like that. But he said, "That's not my daughter. That's my girlfriend." "Who's the other one?" Because his wife. That's all I got to say about somebody's wife. But his wife, A1. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, "That's my wife. That's my girlfriend." He goes, They getting along like that. They go to the bathroom together, everything." He's like, "Yeah." And dude just looked at him like he was a enigma or something. Like, I've never seen this before. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I have no opinion. I just work here. You know what I'm saying?
I wish, before we finish the rest of the tape, I wish every man had an opportunity to experience being him. I really do. I wish every man had the chance to have the experience of being him. You see what I'm saying? Because she said, what kind of hard do these people have with their conduct? Polygyny is a ancient practice. Welcome to the chat, Seta, or Sita, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but polygyny is an ancient practice. So we're not discussing anything anywhere near new. But if you find that not to be if you find that to be something that's like untrue to you, even though it's a part of reality, you don't have to be on the string. Let's see. Exodus 21:10 says, specifically addresses a man taking an additional wife, stating he must not reduce the first wife's food, clothing, or marital rights, while polygamy was practiced by some in the Old Testament. Yeah, and it continues in the New and as well as today. It's an ancient practice, so we're not talking about anything vile or whatever it is that you're talking about. It may be something that you don't, a lifestyle that you don't agree with, but you probably got gay friends. So
sometimes people just don't like what their belief system tells them when they actually read it. Yeah. Go ahead, Time.
No, I mean, people be hypocrites, bro. This person probably got a penis and breasts. You know what I'm saying? You never know, bro.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying?
They're giving their testimony in the comment section.
I am a wife of 28 years that was cheated on. Hey, getting with the program could have saved the marriage. Harsh truth.
Classic.
Flapping your gums, you have no idea what that's like. I know what getting cheated on is like. Sure do.
Classic.
Tez, you ever been cheated on?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Anybody else in the chat? 333 if you've been cheated on.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Did it absolutely suck? I mean,
You know,
it probably sucked like when I first found out. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and this is probably gonna be the spot where people dislike me. But I don't care. I'm just gonna keep 100. I really don't give a shit. I got cheated on, and I couldn't make myself upset. The only thing that I thought about was, number one, we've been fighting, we've been arguing, it hasn't been working out, and now I get to go live a new life and fix whatever problems that I had, and also not to deal with this headache that I had for however long that I had it for. And I'm like, who am I to stop them from being happy in their forever home? If it is their forever home, I was standing in the way of somebody's happiness. And I'm not that selfish. So I got over myself really fast, and my ego, it was no longer bruised. It's just the way that things played out, and I was okay with it. Now, let me tell you, did I have a ball being single once again? I did. It was fantastic. I was bigger. I was stronger. I was faster. I was sharper. I had more money in my pockets. I drove nicer cars, and I lived in a nicer house. And I'm gonna tell you, it was so freeing to be able to come home and put my feet up on whatever I wanted to put them up on, and know that whatever I left was in the exact place that I left it. And if I did get a call in the middle of the night that said WYD, my response was always YOU exclamation point, hashtag Tez Down syndrome. And it was easy after that. So I do know what it's like to get cheated on. I just don't care.
Yeah. I can't insult you. You're right. You don't even have a profile picture. We don't even know if you're real. You could be a bot. And to be honest with you, the wrenches are being very kind, because there's some days where if the right wrench was in here, they'd have gave you 86,000 minute timeout already. But I actually like your dialogue.
Can you put that one back up really quick, Diana Hodges?
Oh yeah. What up, Diana?
Diana Hodges. It isn't all three Semitic texts as well as texts that were found that were hidden for over 2,000 years inside of a cave, in a dry cave. It was that they're all the same. It's actually the same in Hebrew language too. For all three Semitic texts to actually line up, as well as both scrolls and other information that is inside the papal library to line up would be, I don't know, shades of impossible after 2,000 years. So, I mean, I'm just going to go with what are facts here. Now, am I saying that religion is the only religion on earth, and if you don't follow it, then you're going to die and burn in a lake of fire? No, I'm not that arrogant. But what I am telling you is that if you follow those texts, and if you're mentioning those texts, it's in all of them. So don't argue with me, argue with the people that wrote it 2,000 plus years ago, 5,000 years ago. And in some of these cases, that's a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, this isn't really the chat for you. We're very objective here. You're emotional, so this ain't gonna be the place for you. You'll be because I said she probably got a penis and breast, but I don't know you and you don't know me, and you don't have a profile picture, so I didn't even know whether you was a dude or a female, and I still don't. You could be a bot. For all we know, we don't know you. I could drop the link. You could come verify yourself and get the rest of your testimony. But I promise you, everybody that's existed in this chat that's a full-grown adult could tell you a story that would require us to cue the violins. You're in a place where men practice manhood, and we believe that life's tough. Get a helmet. So while you have a testimony and you have a sob story, we all do. And you can either take whatever you've been through and become stronger and greater from it, or you can be traumatized, which means stuck in one spot, and continue to live through the lens of trauma. That's your personal choice. It is completely up to you. And I am indifferent on whatever you decide. You're not the only person who got cheated on in a 28-year marriage. You ain't the only person that's been through divorce. Whatever anybody in the chat been through, you ain't the only one going through it. So woe is you. I'm sorry you went through that. Use it to make you better.
Seta, do you want to come up and talk to us?
Yeah. Use it to make you better.
You can come up and talk to us.
Yeah, but no, we got to finish reviewing the tape. She can come up in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Because somebody asked what we was talking about. We done went so far off the path. We're going to start the tape from the top. This is what we're reviewing. The woman says she popped up at her boyfriend's crib because I was tired of being a side piece. Let's roll.
Yep.
It's Anthony. Anthony. Yes. I'm just coming for her. Hey, baby. Why are you acting like you don't know me? We was just in Mobile together. You had got your 2 kids. Like,
I think you got the wrong house.
no, I don't. Babe, let her know what's up.
Who the fuck is this?
Babe, let her know what's up. Don't act like you don't know me.
Who the fuck is this bitch? I don't know who this is.
Why are you sitting here acting like you don't know? We were just in Mobile. Look, I'm gonna show you the text. Cause you his wife? Cause he said he was leaving you. Here, look.
Anthony, this better be a fucking joke, bro. I'm not fucking playing. Are you fucking serious? So we go to Mobile and you fucking with bitches and we going to fucking Mobile?
I don't have no reason to lie.
What are you talking? Is this a joke? No, what the fuck is she talking about? Why are you asking me? Who the fuck is this? I don't know who that is.
You gonna keep denying me.
Who?
You gonna next? You gonna either talk or I'm gonna pull out the pictures
Pull out what pictures?
of me and him that we took.
Pull them out.
Tell her.
Cause what the fuck are you talking about?
Who you touching?
Who that?
Well, I'm gonna start right here. He violated. If he lying to both of them the way he's lying to them, it's a violation. I do think that the other woman that came there was perfectly happy if she could continue living the way she wanted to live with this man. You know, the way she addressed her initially, it seemed as if she wanted to have a conversation with 2 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like if he would have been honest, it probably would have went a different way. I don't think they would have been fighting or throwing each other down the stairs, but I understand why he wasn't being honest. I just don't agree with it, if that makes sense. So I think when you talk about objectivity, and this is for anyone listening right now, there's always a hard line of objectivity that we struggle to either cross or not cross. And once you get there, you have to say to yourself, there's 2 things here. unless he's just a dirtbag, which I don't know enough from the video to say that, and I'm being objective, you would hazard a guess that her behavior in the house is one of the reasons why he cheats. But at the same time, you can see that there was an opportunity for a conversation between the three of them to reach a copacetic ending. If it's true that he's been lying this entire time to both of them, then he gets what he deserves. He gets exposed. But it doesn't take all that. You don't have to lie. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to lie. There are plenty of people out here who will accept you for exactly who you are as long as you tell them the truth.
In the name of objectivity, I could speak to both sides of this because it's easy for us to sit here in our position of privilege, two men who have never had issues with commandeering a woman or a new woman or an extra woman or whatever the case may be. Speaking from this position of privilege, yes, we can say, oh yeah, you don't gotta lie. You don't gotta lie. So I could speak to that side of it, but then I could speak on behalf of the average man, the man who has a little bit of a dad bod, the man who may already have a child outside of wedlock, the man who, works a regular job and makes, some basic wages, the man who may be struggling a little bit financially, just the average Joe Schmo. He can't just go in the crib and tell his woman that he desires polygyny. No, he can't. And most men who sustain a side chick, like not just hit something one time for the one time or like a little one-off, but they actually sustaining and have a full-blown mistress, most of them are doing it that way because they don't feel that honesty is an option. It's not a viable option, not anything that's going to get them the result that they're looking for. Does that make dishonesty okay? No. But what I can say in the name of objectivity is I understand the use of a well-placed lie. I understand it. I didn't say I agree with it. I'm saying I understand. So like for me to just be like, yeah, a man should never ever lie to a woman, that's cap. You know what I'm saying? Because you could turn and point the weapon at and say, well, a woman should be a true safe space, and they should actually mean it when they say you could come talk to me about anything, knowing damn well you can't. Right? You could always, you know what I'm saying? You could always play tennis with it. You feel me? You can always play tennis with that. So yeah, bro, it's nuanced at the least. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Time said, my life is a puzzle piece. I have to put it together every day. Whether you are in great relationship or a terrible relationship, you always got to put yourself together like a puzzle. Absolutely. Life is a chick named Kim, and it means Kim. Keep it moving. A lot of stuff gonna happen. You got to keep going. Ellis said 26-year relationship, 21-year marriage. I too got cheated on. Little did wifey know I had a side piece for 10 years. Oops.
Oh man.
Then you ask why niggas was lying. Then you ask why people be lying.
Because we asked the question at the beginning of the show. Is this a loyalty problem or a human nature problem?
We're gonna get into it. Oh, I dropped the link for Shorty too, and she didn't come up here. Like I told y'all gotta realize that like 85% of people that float through chats be bots. And I don't know if y'all know it or not, but like you could very well, like y'all probably been on Instagram or on Facebook going back and forth with a bot. Like they have literal chat bots, and these bots, they'll have like a framework of a conversation with you, but it's certain things that y'all use to point them out. No profile picture or a weird profile picture, no real name. Then when you start trying to invite them for conversation, they never available. You know what I'm saying? They unplunge and they could type all day, but they unplunge in the toilet when it's time to click the link. When it's time to click the link, they fly in an airplane and shit. I dropped the link for Seta and her ass is nowhere to be found. If y'all notice in my chat, it'd be a thing. People come up here, they challenge me, and I drop that link and they ass don't never pull up. Yeah, she got lost. So she wasn't really trying to have no conversation. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just had to address that. Let's see. Ellis said, yeah, he said he got cheated on. Nosy said a woman should never go to a married man's house. I don't care what he tells her. That's a fact. That was dangerous.
I agree.
Ramon said she pulled up to KFC with dude. They asked for his side. And he said she in the car. Time said, Tez, there's no way he could have been honest with that woman that was inside the house. He was scared of the woman inside of the house. That's why he was saying, I don't know that woman. I'm telling you. Nosy said, she was wrong. He showed her place when he hasn't left his woman yet. It ain't like he being held hostage. Yeah, I would say she should have stayed in her place too. Time said, because she signed up for it at the end of the day. When he said he gonna leave his main chick, that's indefinite, baby. He probably didn't give you no timeline. So you showing up and getting impatient, that ain't helping the program. And you said you was with the program. So, it's a lot of deception in this video. It ain't just on the man. If we want
can we state the obvious thing here though?
Talk to me, Tez.
I haven't seen very many women get out of relationships and then not get right back in new ones.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen very many guys who are choosing to leave a relationship not have something else lined up. Usually, the person who chooses to leave a relationship already got somebody. So, what does that mean? If both sides, I'm not taking a side here. I started at the beginning being bipartisan.
Yeah, for sure. You good?
If everybody has somebody waiting for them,
Mm-hmm.
you believe in this age that everybody got somebody waiting for them, even if they're not vocal. Even if they're not vocal about it, everybody got somebody waiting for them. And it's very easy for someone to get impatient, especially if it's like a situation like this. That's his wife. Court takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously not happy with each other. Their communication inside the building lets you know that they're not happy with each other. They don't have any respect in their communication. He doesn't have any respect for her. She doesn't have any respect for him. It's just two disrespectful people who are married, probably been married for a while too. And the side thing has made him happy, but now she is unhappy with her position because what I don't know how you have that much fun in Mobile, Alabama, but they had a great time in Mobile, Alabama. She didn't say that they were in Turks and Caicos. She didn't say they was in Hawaii. She didn't say they were in Greece or anywhere else. She didn't even say they went to Jamaica. She said we had a great time in Mobile, Alabama.
I'm gonna tell you this. I got a lot of family in Alabama. I done spent a fair amount of time in Alabama. In places where there is nothing to do, there's always something to do. I'll just leave it right there. Go ahead.
That's all. Obviously, they found everything to do, and she had a great time. And it told her that she wanted to step outside of her body that day. She brought a friend to record it, so she knew there was going to be a confrontation.
Oh yeah, potentially.
See, people in the chat, y'all have to understand this. This is a content show where we have to weave the story around everything. So I'm going to hit it off from every corner, every nook, and every cranny. I'm going to make sure that the headboard is bouncing off the wall. So that's what we're doing with this. And I'm telling y'all, everybody here is in the wrong. All three of them. They're all three of them in the wrong. Whether y'all want to, and number 4 is wrong too. The girl recording it. Everyone that is in this situation is in the wrong. There's no way to slice it. Everybody's in the wrong here.
Rain just said, shout out to the homegirl that went with her to film it. Damn, Tez, what you on? She just shouted her out. Nosy by Nature said, classic, there's no place. Yeah, ain't no place on earth for a man to go be honest and get some positive results. I'm not saying that men should be dishonest, right? You say one thing and people hear what you didn't say. What I'm saying is there is no place that is safe for a man to go be honest. Fellas in the chat, if I'm wrong, please, by all means, tell me. Big Sco, he be in the chat all the time. We be talking about these married couples. Big Sco will point out in the chat real quick. Hey, happily married over here. I get what you guys are saying. Not me, right? You know what I'm saying? So if y'all disagree, feel free to disagree. But y'all let me know. Tez, you got a place where you can go in the world to be honest comfortably, safely?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah. How honest you going to be with all these people?
I'm probably as honest as I want.
How much disclosure is available to you here?
On this show, probably about 80%.
No, on live stream, period.
Yeah, on live stream, probably about 80%.
Right.
Yeah.
And where can you go to be completely 100% honest?
Oh, by myself in the bathroom.
All right, then. Thank you, sir. All right, then. So ain't no safe space for that man to go say nothing about nothing he want and it be taken into real consideration. And
I just don't think that manhood is designed that way anymore.
Interesting.
I think that so much of what we have given up, and you know, this is a nuanced conversation, obviously, but I think so much of what we've given up has been the right to put our feet down. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just telling you what it is. So y'all can take whatever type of way you want to take it.
Nosy said, if a man got to lie, he ain't a man. I used to feel like that. Ella said, polygamy chooses you. You usually don't choose it. I said the reason why I say used to isn't because I've adopted lying, but I've been a man for a while now. And I've just seen many men. I've seen many men go through a lot of shit. A lot. Tez, you probably can attest to it too.
I did a whole series on men's not having a space.
Why you think me and Tez went so hard during Men's Mental Health Month? We know. I'm not interested in like giving people's testimonies with their names off of it and shit. Like, I'd rather try to reach out to some brothers that want to talk about their own stories and we could do it like that. But I seen men go through a lot of policies and morals that I have that I may practice for myself. I can understand. It ain't about me agreeing. That'd be a lot of people problem too. And this ain't directed at you, Nosy. I'm speaking to the overarching thing. But a lot of people feel like they gotta agree with everything the next grown ass adult doing. I don't. As long as what you're doing don't come across the line of affecting my life, I don't gotta agree with what you're doing. I seek understanding.
Bro, we don't agree with each other all the time.
Hey, we're not going to. But what I'm saying is like this, bro. People, it's almost like a God complex. Like my moral compass is the moral compass that everybody should practice. And if y'all don't practice my moral compass, then you're doomed to hell. Like, what is you talking about? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like a God complex almost. You feel me? Like, I don't have to see it the way somebody else see it, but I can get it though. Like, it used to be a time in my life where I could see a dude cheating on his wife, his girl, whatever it is, and just be like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be moving funny. Like, why I judge, right? And then I've been a man for a long time. And I seen some of the stuff these men went through. Now, if I see a brother put his wedding ring in his pocket and walk across the bar, I don't know what that nigga going through. I don't know what he's going through. I'm not finna judge him, G. And it ain't my job anyway.
Originally, when I first started working in these environments, you know, I really do it. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic was just different. I didn't have nothing to do, as did most of the athletes. We didn't have nothing to do. There was no sports. Most of us who were altruistic in nature, we would try to counsel, you know, some of the guys or ladies that we saw acting up. I'm gonna tell you, I'm being honest. The ladies, they were pretty violent when you tried to stop them from doing what they wanted to do, even if it was quote unquote immoral or wrong, because they had the right to do whatever they wanted to do. The guys were extremely dismissive, and if they were drunk, they were usually combative. Like, why are you worried about me and what I do with mines? So it's one of those things where it's like, I would love to be able to say hold people accountable, but holding somebody accountable for their personal life might get yours over. Like, it might end your life in certain situations. You better just mind your own business.
Yeah. She said, you're obnoxious. I stepped away for a minute. Excuses. The link ain't expired. Here you go. The link ain't expired. Here you go. Come on back. Come on. She said, you're obnoxious. I stepped away. The link ain't expired. Long as we live, the link live. Let's get it. Mariah said, why treat others like that? What? Talk to me.
I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
Ramon said, throws Bennett on Nosy. It's cool, we fam. Nosy said, I'm about to throw a bonnet on Nosy. It's cool, we fam. She said, I'm about to put on a scarf and come up. I might. It's cool. You welcome, Nosy. You welcome to come up and talk. Time said, we about to move to the next topic in a second, but you good though. Regardless, you can come up. Tez, respect to all the women, but women always have something lined up. Men don't have that option, not unless he has a lot of money, right? Or like, you know, that charm or the, you know what I'm saying? He has to some type of it factor.
Yeah. Rodney never hurted for it.
No, Rodney ain't gonna hurt for him. That's why Rodney is Rodney.
Rodney,
you know what I'm saying?
Rodney never hurt it for him.
That's why Rodney gets to Rodney. You know what I'm saying?
And there are very rich Rodneys who profited off of their Rodney-dom.
Yeah, the Rodneyism. Yeah.
Yeah. Rain, in the dictionary where we keep all of our words, we need Rodneyism and Rodney-dom. Rodney-dom, a derivative of Rodneyism, and also a derivative of the Rodney. Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Time said, in order to play with the woman brothers, you got to have money. And if you are married, how much money can you truly get away with giving to a side chick? I don't believe it's true that you got to have money to play like that though, because you could get you a rich side chick.
They give away a lot of money too,
and they be hella single. And they be hella single. Yeah, they be rich.
A lot of money.
They be rich, can't keep a man, and be needing some good come-win calls. Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez married a backup dancer, and she was very happy.
Let's see.
I'm gonna think of it. Britney Spears married a backup dancer too, and she was also happy until she realized that he just didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah. It said, Tez, women in Alabama love to go to football games. They love to gamble. They love to play cards like Tonk and Spades. They love to drink and host parties. Yep. Nosy said that's on them, how they receive it, but be honest at all times. Oh, for sure. You know, we're going to be objective up here. And whenever you choose to be purely objective, like, why y'all think I start one of my songs by saying, if you don't want to have any friends, tell the truth all the time. Objectivity is not popular. That's why most people that keep it real all the time, they have extremely small circles. It's a rare type of person that's cool with a person that's going to be honest all the time. Most people need you to make them comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Richard said, can we agree We the only species that believe in love. Even animals, females only want the alpha. Rigid be talking, man. I can't even disagree with you. Nosy by nature said, that's part of being a man. Put us women in our place. Some of us need it. Too many men are turning into this soft guy era. They feel like they have to. Men behave in a way that they feel will get them the results that they desire. So, Ramon said, if she got a tape out there with a couple dudes, please lie to me. Damn. Ellis, I won't lie. I'd rather say nothing if I sense that the truth will destroy their feelings. I think a lot of men make that choice. Ellis, you ain't alone. Time said, Tez, women have given up on cooking, making homemade soup. They have given up on garlic, turmeric, fresh lemongrass, and herbs to put in the food. Stop and cleaning skills. It's sad. Damn, Kelly, what up, Kelly? She dying.
Kelly's in here. What's up, Kelly?
Yeah, Ramon said, on God, Ellis, I can't tell her I greased her sister before her on her birthday. Oh, use a different type of dog. Damn, G, you gonna tell her on her birthday? Classic. Shit. Richard said, not really. It's 2026, new era. I love all eras. I feel that. Nosy said, who rubbed that one the wrong way? He broke her heart. She said she got played after 28 years. She been upset ever since. Soft Rain said tracking. Roxy laughing time said classic. I never thought of it like that. Getting with these tight CEOs and the lawyer type ladies. Yeah, they be super single and they be papered up. They don't want nothing from you but the meat sausage. Ellis allegedly. Ellis is the camera don't bite. Yeah, the Kelly vlog. Yep, I agree. Nosy by nature. Yeah, well, I'm with you on that. One, I'm a sucker for some good old call, come classic. Yeah. The come when call position is a position that men play very well. We prefer it. Cassie said, and that is why I don't even have a circle. I have a damn triangle. Yep, because you probably be telling the truth. Kelly said, hey, everybody, what up, Kelly? We have caught up on the comments. Woo. Y'all was working, man.
It's actually very interesting, Cassie, that you would say that you have a triangle, because we have another segment that is ready for today. This is more of a pyramid, though, than a triangle, and y'all will see why.
She had a thing for the homie, is what we're going to call this one. And let's take this one over to YouTube. Let me see. We are going to listen to this woman talk about a situation, to say the least, and then we'll go ahead and get into the questions of the day that we have centered around this type of topic. Let's go.
Situation that happened with me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my kid's father, he used to try to pimp back in the day. Like when I was pregnant with my child, he was trying to pimp. So he pimped these two. He ended up having threesomes with these in the hotel. I had his location on his trap phone. So I tracked the location to this hotel. I showed up there 7 months pregnant, and I'm like, I knew what was going on and whatnot. And so basically, like he ended up, like, one of the girls I put him on with, because I knew that she sold coochie.
Wow.
Yeah, and he ended up f***ing her.
Oh, I
put him on to money, and he ended up f***ing her.
Black man don't cheat. Was he black?
He's Cape Verdean, yeah.
He's black, yeah.
Yeah,
damn, man. Go ahead.
So basically, he cheated with this girl and stuff like that. And I knew what was going on, but he was lying to me because I was pregnant at the time, with my son and everything. And then after I had my son, a few years later, his friend reached out to me. So you know what I did?
What?
I f***ed his friend.
Oh, shit!
And I f***ed with him for a year, and he fell in love with me. His family loves me. I can go to his house right now, and his whole family will love me.
She didn't just
the hoe that I gave him, put him on with to make money and stuff like that. So I f***ed his best friend that he told me not to. He specifically told me do not f*** this man because his other baby mom would f*** that friend.
That's not his best friend. Then I would not fuck my boy's friend.
They were friends.
I don't care if you wear like Aquafina. I'm not touching.
Listen, this man, the hoe that I gave him. I gave him the hoe to like make money and stuff like that off of and stuff like that. He ended up fucking that bitch while I was pregnant. I don't know if they use protection or not, and I'm pregnant.
It doesn't matter. It's just fucking.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so
damn.
I got my get back. Period.
You toxic,
I didn't
man.
even know that,
I'm
girl.
not toxic.
You didn't even tell me.
I'll have to tell you that story.
All right, that's all we need from this. We good to roll. Question of the day, the first one of two. Are humans naturally loyal or naturally opportunistic?
That whole situation sounds opportunistic, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Is it indicative of common circumstance?
Yes.
I agree. You know, our policy on this is the same, not to be in an echo chamber, but Tez and I are very big advocates of this. Hey, listen, anything classic claiming, classic ain't bringing around. And that ain't nothing. Y'all could call it. I know the women and men hear it differently than women. The women will say, that sounds like insecurity. That sounds like possessiveness. That sounds controlling. Man, give me one reason to put what's mine around you niggas.
Classic. I don't want to meet her.
No, but don't even proceed, bro. I want you to answer. Give me one pro to having what's yours around other niggas. For anything. Give me one pro. If we got the pros and cons chart, y'all know the circle, the pros and cons chart, the pros, the cons, and the shit that's in the middle. Give me one thing on the pro side of having what's yours, your chick, around other niggas. For anything. For work, for business, for anything.
Classic.
I know. I got one. You want it?
I'm ready.
If you want to get cheated on,
I'm only gonna do this once.
You understand me? Man. Who gonna Tez? Question. I want you to. We've been honest this whole time. We even got people in the chat mad at us because we're being so honest. What wins the majority of the time? There's 10 fights. 10 fights. Human nature versus loyalty and principles. Who wins that fight if they fight 10 times?
See, there are very few nuanced individuals, in my opinion, and people who have, ascended beyond their own human nature. Very few. There are some individuals, I'm not saying this is a one size fits all rule, but I'm saying there are very few individuals who this does not apply to. Very, very few. I'm talking about like this many. Can you see in between my fingertips? Probably not. It's this many. They're not touching, but it's very close. I'm going to tell you, if you want a situation to arise down the line, however long it might be, live communally. Ask the communal communities how this works.
Tez, if human nature fight against loyalty and principles 10 times, what is the record?
It's probably 99-1.
For what? For who? Who's up?
Human nature is going to win.
Listen, bro. Y'all don't know why y'all don't listen, bro. Come on. Thank you, Tez. Thank you, Tez. I just need it. Because listen, bro. Look what he said. Ellis said human nature 9 times. Camelot said human nature. Yep. Human nature. Yeah. One thing you can always count on is human nature. So listen, this is what I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna be real with you because people don't like being real. So let Classic do it for y'all. And then you could just have a person that you want to say it to that you can't say it to be like, watch this with me. Do that instead. I'm gonna just talk for y'all. Listen, fam, we all been in this situation. Me, Tez, Time, Camelot, Ramon, Kelly. We all been in a situation where we talking to somebody new. We feeling this person. They bring us around to meet their circle. And it's somebody in their circle that not only is more physically attractive to you, they have a natural pull to you. And both of y'all feel like y'all got the wrong person.
Classic.
Tez, you don't tell me you ain't never met a chick friends and feel like you got the wrong homie.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Tell the truth. Has it happened? Just yes or no. I don't need no testimony. Just yes or no.
Yes.
Classic.
I don't be lying. They hate the truth out loud. That's why they can't stand me. So have a seat if you can't stand me. I'm not lying. Please, Classic, don't remind me.
I would love to appeal to I would love to appeal to.
Hey, somebody get Samuel. Don't copy and paste in my chat. Somebody get Samuel up out of here. Yeah, you.
Ray said, get on the job for us. Ray said, here. What's up, Ray said?
I don't know who chat that's in. I don't know if that's mine or yours.
It's either yours or the RSC. I don't see him on mine. I would love to appeal to my quote unquote higher self and give a answer that isn't a flat answer like this. But I'm gonna give a flat answer the way that I do believe that it really happens. There are so many times where people get together in these groups, and well, in Vegas, wild stuff happens in these groups. If you've never been to Vegas, don't go to certain places. You'll find out the hard way. Same with Atlanta. You really don't want to go to certain places in Atlanta, but you'll find out that they're attracted to each other. And honestly, y'all been fighting all day, and then Rodney comes walking through the room. What's up? Is Chuck here? No, Chuck ain't here, but I am, baby. She already know Chuck ain't gonna say nothing because him and Rodney been friends. Chuck and Rodney been friends for 35 years. Rodney ain't gonna say nothing. And she know that if she can seduce Rodney, two things are gonna happen. Either he's gonna do it or he's not gonna do it, but he's never gonna tell Chuck. She knows that because she knows Chuck and she knows Rodney. So let me ask you a question. Is it easier to go out and find somebody new, or is it easier to dip your finger in the pool that's in your backyard?
You know what I'm gonna say? I know. Listen, here's the part y'all don't want to. This the part y'all don't get. This the part that y'all don't get. I love this conversation. Tez, me and you been knowing each other about 20 years?
Longer.
Bet.
25? 26?
I got a little John, right? You, the fellas, whatever. We finna parlay at this little bar for you feel me? I'm like, I'm gonna bring something with me today. You like, all right, cool, classic. You know what I'm saying? It's you, couple of your homies that I don't know like that. I'm gonna meet them there on some cool shit. You feel me? We slide. I got some shit on my arm, right? We pull up as you, 3 of your homeboys. Nobody has control over the fact that when we walk in, my little shit see one of his homies and they both think each other look good. Nobody got control over that. Nobody, not her, not the homeboy, not Tez, not me. That's nature. Nobody has control over that. We have control over our actions, right? I'm gonna respect him. I'm on his arm. But what if it's that? What if it's that? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all done seen somebody before, and y'all got that pool. You know what I'm talking about, Tez. The pool. You know the pool.
I'm gonna tell you. Let's. So we're not gonna talk about Tez. We're gonna talk about somebody else. Okay. I'm not giving no names, but if people know me, they know me. I had a friend who, let's just say, I have never met a preppy type woman who did not fall for him. Thanks. That's my number. Thank you. I have never met a preppy type woman that did not fall for him. And the ones that didn't fall for him, when he opened his mouth and said, I'm the quarterback. I'm the quarterback. He's 6'3". He got Little Richard hair. You know what I'm saying? No process. He got
that curly shit.
Hazel eyes. Angular face. He got the best of both worlds. I've never met a preppy type. They call them snow somethings. I've never met one that's been able to keep their eyes off of him. So we went to a particular location. I'm not going to say it because I'm not giving away nothing. And I had known this girl. We ain't never had nothing like that. We just been cool. I had known this girl for probably an additional 15 years, right? Maybe longer. Mm-hmm. And the first thing that she says to me is, you got to stop bringing that man around.
Classic.
And I said, what are you talking about? She said, I don't want to cheat on my husband with him. And I said, what made you think you had the option? She said, if I wanted it, I could get it.
I'm only going to do this once.
He wasn't thinking about her. For over 5 years, he was not thinking about her. And then, let's just say, she tried to corner him in a hotel room one night. It didn't happen. Nothing happened because he was at the time he was a man of integrity. So I'm not besmirching his name, but I will say I have seen that was a very, very, I was in my face. Like I seen it on the Fringe. I don't have very many friends, y'all, but on the Fringe, I've seen it a lot. But in person, like these are two people that I know very, very closely, and they both like if I had 2 feet, a left foot and a right foot. This person was the big toe on one foot and the other person was the big toe on the other foot. And they knew who each other were for all of these years, but she secretly harbored that for him from the moment that she met him.
Classic.
And guess what? What if they never met? You don't have no problems. I'm telling y'all, fellas, get y'all some money and put y'all chicks up. Put her up. Put her up, G. Can't nobody control it. It's human nature. Can't nobody control it. Y'all be wondering, oh, the nurses be cheating. Yeah, they be cheating. What are you talking? Yes, they're cheating. They working around doctors all day. Boy, you ain't no doctor. You not a doctor, bro. She in a doctor.
Every hospital got to look steamy, right?
Man, she in the hospital for 14, 15, 16-hour shifts. It's a doctor or 2 or 3 up in there that keep themselves in shape. 1 or 2 of them fresh out of med school, still young and spry. You feel me? You think your woman gonna be able to turn that fade down all day, every day for years on end, year after year after year, just walking past Dr. Jones, and then Dr. Jones be smelling good. Dr. Jones is polite. Dr. Jones papered up. Dr. Jones see her in the parking garage. Boop, boop. He popping the alarm on that Benz. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, Dr. Jones gonna hit your chick, boy.
What was that? A couple of years ago, and I told you this is way longer than a couple of years ago, but a couple of episodes that we had. I can't remember which show it was again, but I told y'all. I walked into there I walked into the hospital. And when I walked into the hospital with the gifts, the doctor started clapping. And then the other nurses were clapping. And then I found out from the other nurse who was married to my homie that the doctor had been clapping.
Classic.
Hey. Just like if you was the doctor, you would have.
I told you then. I did not blame him because she's beautiful.
You can't blame him.
The Kelly vlog has a very interesting story.
I'm about to read all this. Yeah, I know. I'm already seeing they got paragraphs in here. They like this shit. Look, we 2 for 2 today. Yesterday didn't even happen, so we 1 for 1. Was anybody in the stream yesterday that didn't happen? I heard it was. Me either. I wasn't there.
First of all, yesterday was Friday. I skipped straight on over Friday and went straight to Saturday.
Yeah, I
didn't even have a Friday. Didn't even exist that day. Crazy, right? Slept into the temporal, dimension.
First time in history. Nosy by nature said, that's why I don't trust getting married, because I will always feel like a man thinks he missed something soon as he gets married, like the gravy train gonna go by and you married now. I think, Nosy, I'm gonna be real. I think anybody that's considering getting married should deprioritize monitoring fidelity. I'm saying that the way I'm saying it on purpose. I think anybody who's looking to get married should deprioritize monitoring fidelity, meaning that you shouldn't be concerned about what your partner doing when they go out the house. Trust is an emotion, right? Decide to feel it and rock out. Something knock on your front door, deal with it then. If it don't, ignorance is bliss. And hopefully you're not ignorant to anything. Hopefully nothing is going on. But everybody stop policing each other, and I think we'll all have a much better time. Ellis said, if she ain't glued to you, better keep her far from me. See what I'm saying? And there's Ellis's outside, ladies and gentlemen.
Usher made a whole song about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's Ellis's outside.
Usher made a whole song about it. And then they made fun of him on the Boondocks 20 years ago. And now you go to every Usher concert, and what is he doing?
Feeding your girl cherries.
Taking somebody's wife. You saw the lady. You remember that day?
I covered it.
She said,
I went viral.
You don't know what I want to do to you.
I covered it.
I've been waiting on this moment for 27 years, Usher.
Man, what? He divorcing her.
I call you Usher Raymond. Yeah. I call you by your whole name every time I talk. Your name is Usher Raymond to me. Please put that cherry. You can put that cherry anywhere you want to, Usher. And then her husband said she has never looked at me or said or talked to me the way that she looked at Usher. She licked her lips. Her legs were quivering. He said, not on my wedding night. And that is why I'm filing for divorce.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody's safe.
What did he say?
Camelot said, I'm that dude that seems to attract a woman, the big booty type. So I don't like to go places with dudes that don't got control of their woman, reckless eyeballing. So you say, Camelot, I don't know about her necessarily having to be shaped a certain way, but yes, sir, I too am a victim of other dudes' chicks reckless eyeballing, and that's why I don't be around niggas' girls, because can't nobody control it. She can't control. She might think the dude she with is attractive, but she can't control it. She see me and think I look good, and then I be having that shit on too. So it's like, you feel what I'm saying? I don't want it to be awkward for nobody. And then to me, every dude I know wife is ugly. Don't nobody I know got a good looking wife. I don't even look niggas' wives in their face. I don't know. Hey, look, I'm
notorious for not knowing what people look like,
man.
So,
bro,
have I told you about my face blindness before?
We got the same shit, Tez. What I need to be in if you got an old lady, what I need to be in her shit for? What are we talking about? What is me and your chick talking about? What the fuck are we talking about?
One of my favorite places is it's a square and it's got 4 ropes. I'm gonna need you to put these gloves on if you need me to answer that question.
See what I'm saying?
And I like you. You know what I'm saying? But you can wear headgear. Matter of fact, put the garter belt on too, because I'm gonna throw as many low blows as possible.
Nasty work.
I don't even need you thinking that it can work. See, my whole thing here is to maim you just a little bit, because you looked.
Ramon said, "Not that you know I'm the quarterback. Get him gone, Tez." Ray said,
hey, so that man was a menace.
Hey, so when your partner's mother tells you you could take the bride on the wedding day due to tradition, what do you do? Wait, when your partner's,
I don't know what that means.
Ain't it her dad that's supposed to give her away?
Some cultures will do it the other way around.
But I'm not sure how I'm not sure what's you take the bride.
There are some African cultures where the chief has to like inspect the bride for viability.
What you mean?
The chief got to test her out first.
Yeah, all right. Listen, bro. I ain't even gonna get into that. The Kelly vlog said, I will be honest and say that my own sister wouldn't want me to go anywhere with her. She didn't invite me to her wedding, and she didn't want me around guys she dated. She finally ended up telling me.
Oh,
that she didn't.
That are vice versa too, bro.
Yeah,
where the other way around. They have to teach the man. The women have to teach the man. It's a long story. We don't have time for that today.
Okay. She finally ended up telling me that she didn't want the guys she talked to start liking me. It was the most hurtful thing I could hear from my own sister. Do you understand it differently now, Kelly? Because you realize like it ain't your fault or your sister's fault or the guy's fault. Like you realize that like it's nobody's fault. Like we literally talking about human nature, right? Like
it's a compliment, Kelly. Your sister thought that you were pretty, and she understood that the guys that she knows, all of them, would see you and immediately think I got the wrong sister, because that's usually how guys think. Like, I'm not here to act like guys are perfect. No, that's how guys think. I have too many guy friends. Well, I had too many guy friends that would be like, man, I should have got her sister.
Why are you saying how guys think? Women worse. It's the same shit. It's bro. It's human nature, bro. It's human nature, bro.
Everybody thinks it, bro.
Come on, dog. How many, bro? I always give this scenario because it's a real scenario. You used to hit the clubs. I used to hit the clubs. You ain't gonna catch me in a club now if I ain't getting paid to be there. So when I used to hit the club, I seen it, bro. I seen it a million times. I've had it happen with me, bro. It used to be a group of 4 chicks. All 4 of them think you look good. All 4. You choose one. You shoot your shot. You win. That shit go however it go. That shit go however it go.
I got a couple minutes, Mr. Classic. Can you pull up the video that we did like 3 weeks ago?
You would have to find it on some quick.
I got you in the club. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Cause bro, I could, dog. If all 4 of them think I look good, I choose one. I shoot. I win. Whatever happens, happens. Whether we get in a relationship, whether it's some quick shit, whatever it is, right? Whenever that situation dissolves itself, do you think the other 3 that also thought I was some fine shit when they all first saw me at the same time, do you think the other 3 are really off limits? Because we know what women gonna say out their mouth. We know they're gonna say, oh, girl code, sister code, I would never, ooh, you mess with my friend, boy, boo. Fuck out of here. I'm telling you right now from personal experience, that's classic. That shit cap. That shit cap. We ain't even, that's this cap. So with that being said, human nature, G. So it ain't nobody's fault, Kelly. I ain't gonna hold you. It ain't nobody's fault. That's your sister being a realist and understanding the nature of all people involved. Nosy by Nature said, at Ramon, as a woman, I feel that way. Like soon as you get married, a boatload of irresistible men, but I'm married, but I will never cheat. Okay. Shed light, laughing. Racehead said, I can say yes to that. Ramon said, nosy by nature is human nature. We can't say no forever, but stay strong. Yep. Camelot said, hospital is a place where it's very biased, crazy hierarchy. Yep. Nosy laughing. The Kelly vlog said, my sister's ex-husband family got a hold of me because they were wondering why my sister had another sister and she never brings her around. They said they saw me and automatically knew why. There it is. So if your sister accepting reality and embracing reality, you gotta do the same. It is what it is. Ellis said, hate the game, not the player. Yep. Shed Light said, yo, at clapping. Racehead said, more ass than a toilet seat in them hospital settings. Oh, that's a fact. Camelot said, doctor knock boots. Oh yeah. Ellis said, doctor no good. Kelly said, her ex-husband family clearly said to me over the phone, we saw you and felt you like, wait, we saw you and felt like you were his type. I said, well, damn. See what I'm saying? Racehead said, I heard y'all had a stream last night. Who streamed last night? Tez, you streamed last night?
I did not.
I ain't streamed last night.
I was not here.
If there was a stream last night on my channel, I don't know who did that. Maybe some AI. It wasn't me.
I was not here.
Didn't happen. Nosy by nature said true. False.
Here we go.
I am said, yeah, shoot it to
you right now.
I am said a pastor at Bishop Church actually teaches that to women. Interesting. Richard said the only way marriage works, they gotta both be off.
Here you go. Trial of manhood right there.
You emailed it? Oh, you put it
I sent it in the link in the private chat. We got it up there already. Might as well not send it twice, but
yeah,
trial of manhood. I'll get you the exact timestamp. Just keep on going.
Yep. I see it. I got it pulled up. Yeah, once you give me the timestamp, I'll roll into it and try to catch up on the chats while you find that. Let me see. I am okay. I desire marriage, but at the same time, even while not being married, I don't go looking for nothing. When it comes to me, I'll deal with it then. Makes sense. The Truth Speaks said that's a good reason. Let's see. Shed Light Upon Darkness said facts. That eliminates a whole lot. Got to remove the feelings of worrying about what your wife is doing. Don't be surprised, but expect it because anything can happen. Just saying. Yep. Nosy by nature said, you right, Classic. You shouldn't have to police anyone and go into marriage because that's who you want to go through life with no matter what. And even if, yep. Racehead. So when does a man or a woman rise above the low vibration of the physical realm, or is it possible? It's possible. You just got to want to. Nosy by nature said, yup.
KMS is hilarious in this chat right now.
Yeah. The Kelly vlog said, I do desire marriage, but at the same time, even while not being okay, I think I read that one already. Racehead said, in Russia, they give the bride on the wedding day to a friend of the groom. What you mean, give her? What that mean? Like give her what? What that mean? We got something pop up. Show up back on Sunday, serve us, and we'll get with all this. Paul, it's not Sunday service. You gotta come to Sunday service with all that. Let's see. Camelot said bullseye. Ellis said your beauty is a threat to some. Ramon said I don't think we can evolve past that. It's how we decide, partner. If you don't know beauty exists, it's going to be with you when you see it. The Kelly vlog said, I completely understand as an adult. It was just honestly hard to digest growing up when all you want is just a relationship with your sister. At the time, I felt like I missed out on something.
Sorry,
special.
Kelly.
I feel you. Yeah. Rigid Vibration said, today I just realized love is not a real thing. You sound like souls now. I was wondering why Corey went hard about that. The Kelly vlog said, moments in her life that she feel like your family should experience. She didn't even invite me to her wedding. Yeah.
Dang, she had it real tight. She didn't even want her sister there.
Yeah, she just know. I think she understands women.
I think she understands the man too.
Because you got to realize, like you, her sister, it's some chicks' moms that have smacked their daughter boyfriend. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like
we did that too. We did that too.
That's why I got on Ted's ass. Not because I wanted to include women so bad, but just because we can't not include them in this. This is genderless as hell. This is literally human nature. You know what I'm saying? Kira said, Oh wait, Ramon said I had a lady in my inner circle, didn't know she liked me until I got a girl. Cue up the cheating movie scene a week later.
I just want to come upstairs.
Oh yeah. Y'all had that one-on-one. Mm-hmm. That opportunity to get you alone.
I just want to come up and talk. Is that all right?
Come on.
Mm-hmm. Kira said, wait, so being married means you can't have respectful, friendly relationships with the opposite sex? Yeah, you absolutely can. What they look like. My wife can't be best friends with Morris Chestnut. She can't. If I got me a wife, she can't be best friends with Idris Elba.
Classic.
Nothing that's mine. And that ain't because, I'm insecure. No, these dudes have the same shit I got. They got that same shit. Whatever it is I feel like I got that make me him, based on the public opinion of other women, they got that same shit. So what I'm going to have her on the phone with Bestie, and Bestie is literally in the wild, Bestie would be stiff competition for me. Dead.
Classic.
Dead. I'm signing up for some malarkey, honestly. But yeah, you got friends in the opposite sex as long as he built like a hippopotamus. KMS said, KMS said replay. Ray said now, if we were speaking on human nature, logic must be inserted here. Yep. KMS said, I thought it was live too. You talking about yesterday? Hey, what's this live stream y'all talking about yesterday? Tez, did you see? Was I live yesterday, Tez?
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Classic.
No idea. Nosy by Nature said that's why I just got my rocks off with my person, depending on the season, and keep titles, feelings, and expectations out of it. I ain't mad at you for getting there to that point where you want to leave the titles off of it and just move. Racehead said sexually. I feel that. He's saying we got to rise above. I don't know, Racehead. I mean, it's kind of the reason we're all here. Ellis said that Kelly vlog sounds like your sister has a deeper issue with you. You were leaving something out of the story. Ellis said.
Ellis is coming for blood.
Hey, yeah, Ellis. He put it in caps. He means it. Ramon said the pool is filled with pee and we too lazy to clean it. Let's be real. Ted said, what up, Monday motivation? Kelly said at Tez, yes, she did have it bad. I don't know what she expected out of him when she got pregnant by him while he was still married.
Oh, she knows what he is, what he's capable of. I told y'all. That's it right there, Kelly. She got pregnant by him when he was married, which means that here's the other thing. So let's move it away from just this thing really quick. I have a problem when I want something and somebody says the words to me, oh, you know, my boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. Young me would say, that's cool. He can't fight. And if he can fight, he can't fight me. Sometimes that's all it took just to get a contact. I'm not saying it's going to make somebody jump in your bed. I'm just saying that sometimes all it took to get a contact. Or the most common phrase that's overused is, we can be friends. So all I'm saying is, Kelly, she understood what he was capable of. She didn't want to chance it. It really wasn't against you. Obviously, it's a compliment for you because she believes that, you know, her sister is gorgeous. Obviously, I don't know what you look like, to be honest. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying she believes that, because otherwise you don't bring somebody around a bucket and think that they get the butt is going to take them. No, you don't do that at all.
So you wanted me to reference this part at 2 minutes?
At 2 minutes. Yeah.
Right, here we go.
You can make us little for this because they need to see this.
Bet.
Hey, we still big. Look at that, guys.
So yeah, shout out to Tez Down for both of these videos. We got to go to film study, fellas. Y'all let me know how this may go if it was you in this situation. Now it's gonna be a lot and it's gonna happen fast. So we're gonna have to watch it a few times. And we gotta call this. All right, we're gonna make the video a little bit bigger. Okay. And we gotta study this film. You back in the film room with it, Tez. You ready?
I've already watched this 6 times. I will watch it 6 more.
It's a lot happening. All right, everybody focus. Let's get it.
Wait a damn minute.
That's a fine individual. I know.
It was a guy
All right, now listen, did y'all catch that? Okay, so man is with his woman. How much we watching, Ted? That's it?
Just let you break this part down.
Okay.
Let you you know what I'm saying.
Yep. We call this real quick, Ted. Let me know when you want to come in and quarterback. And
I'll keep it going. We got to see this again. Look, I want this to be burned into y'all souls.
The man is with his woman, okay? That's his woman. He's with her. This other man is walking by with the cast on his arm, and I'm talking about he is fancying the hell out of this man's woman. You hear me? Fancying the hell out of this.
Nice way of putting it.
Yeah, and it take Buddy a second to notice that the dude is taking notice, but the woman seems to notice right off the bat. Let's go. Let's one more time.
There's a guy out there.
Wait a damn minute.
That's a fine individual. I know.
Okay, before we watch it again, men, answer in the chat. Would this have gone left if it were you? Men in the chat.
We can take it from here.
With your girl, your
Gotcha. If you guys remember, that is a trial of manhood. You guys can catch it on both of these channels and the RSC channel. That is not a segue, but the reason why I wanted to play this again is because in this situation, we determined a few things. There were people that worked at this club, and they all commented on this video, as well as their friends and the people in the video. The guy that was being accused of being a jerk for walking up on somebody's girl let it out that he had talked to the girl downstairs. She admitted in the video that's the guy from downstairs. He obviously saw her talking to this guy downstairs, beckoning for her to come back to him. Which this is something we've determined already. Guys, go back and watch it if you never saw it. He beckoned to her to come back. They went upstairs, and then dude comes sashaying up. And as he's sashaying up, her man is right next to her. Her eyes are locked on something that she likes. The man can feel that she likes it, even if she ain't gonna go. All the attention that he wanted was to know that, hey, she bad. She like looking at me. I like looking at her. I got my swag on. Even with this cast don't mean nothing. And this dude look at him and say, yeah, you know, and then dude say, yeah, she bad. He said, I know she is. I got her.
They said, the women said the same. The guy said, her boyfriend said both lines. That's what the women said.
Yeah, but it was determined that it was a conversation between the two guys. You know what I'm saying? Like that was what the people in the club said. We went past that. The women did say that because they wanted it to be about the two dudes. It really wasn't about the two dudes at all. She was talking to him downstairs. He got her back. They went upstairs, and then this happened. This is this part that was recorded. A third person was recording this. Neither of the two or the fourth person. Again, why is there always a fourth person? But the fourth person caught this on video, and you see the guy's face. And remember what we said. Line of sight. He's here. She's here. Dude's there. She ain't looking over here. She looking over here. Human nature took a hold. She saw what she liked. Dude walked up to her downstairs when she was trying to get a drink at the bar. She politely rejected him, obviously, but he didn't. You know, a polite rejection is usually try harder when it comes to a lot of people. A polite rejection is try harder. You didn't try hard enough. You know, you guys need to go back and watch the episode, but I referenced this episode for this reason. Sometimes, no matter what you got going on, human nature will take over, and you're gonna see a gold ring just sitting there on the bench that you want to take. Or you might just want to wear it for a little bit. You don't want to take it. You just want to wear it and see what it looks like on your finger.
Yeah. Kelly and Ellis got that straightened out in the chat. But I feel you on that, Tess. I do. I definitely feel you on that. I think in these situations, man, I think that humans are naturally opportunistic more so than loyal. I think loyalty is conditional, just like love is. And if that means that loyalty isn't real or love isn't real, then I understand why people take those positions. But I definitely think they're real. I just think they're real and they're conditional. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else. You feel me? Just like everything else. And that's why I say people should operate more out of how things are. But most people seem to move based off how they think things ought to be. And so by saying that, I'm going to make it tangible. So I know how things are. So any woman or women that are mine, whether I got one wife or two or three or whatever, right? I'm not finna be putting them in proximity with niggas like that. Just off the rip, just off nothing. It don't even, just fundamentally. Any interaction that a woman that's mine is having with a man or men, best believe it is somehow, some way mandatory in the moment. It would have to be necessary. There's no unnecessary extracurriculars with niggas, not named me. For what? My question is, for what? You would have to tell me for what? For what? I think I'm gonna let you cook. I think men gotta go back to being a little protective, a little possessive. Hey, folks, that's me, G, and I know what I'm gonna do about that because I signed up to protect and provide for that. So that's me, folks. And if we gonna do incident prevention. Because if I got a click, I know I'm gonna go too far, folks. So let's not put none of us in this situation, folks. Let's not. Because look, I've been fucking with fine shit since I've been fucking with shit, bro. I was cutest couple in my middle school yearbook, folks. I've been having fine shit since I've been having shit, folks. I think I might have dated 1 or 2 basic joints. Everything else was hidden, especially for the time I had it. Don't, fellas. We all got the ones that didn't age well.
I want to talk about it.
But in my window, when I had her, she was cracking. You feel me now? Don't go get some shit that's popped now and put it on me. Talking about, I heard that was your old shit. No, I'll go.
It was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago.
Look back when I was with it. Don't do me don't do me like that. Don't do that.
That was 20 years ago.
That's not fair. Don't do that because we'll go find your shit that didn't age right either. You feel me? Don't do that. But what I'm saying is, folks, so when you used to having a good looking thing which you fam, I'm not putting her in proximity with none of that shit. Y'all better get y'all some money and put that shit up. You heard it's wolves everywhere, bro. You can't fault a wolf for being a wolf. You seen what Ella said in the chat? Hey, bro, she ain't married. G, don't let her outside. I'm telling you right now. I'm outside. I ain't mad at Ellis, folks. No. And then look, if your chick see Ellis and think that Ellis fine, it's outside of her control. Y'all will blame her. Oh, the bitch did. No, she think he look. What's she supposed to do? She's supposed to walk through the room with her eyes closed. She see the man. She think he look good.
What did I can't remember if it was Kira or if it was the lovely Chanel, but I believe one of them during that episode had said, "Why are they there?" See, I'm of the belief system that it's just easier not to be there. It's easier for me not to be there. It's easier for her not to be there. And if we're there, then nature can take over. Murphy's Law, anything that can happen probably will. And I think that it's a whole lot easier to just not be there. So here's what I threw my gauntlet down at, right? Because, I believe in women's autonomy and everything that everybody wants to talk about. Women can make their own decisions, right? But the thing is, if your decision is to do something that's counter to what I want in my life, you can go do it without me. There's nobody that I want to keep enough that wants to go do stuff without me.
I gotta keep it a stack, Tez. I like women that like being in the house, bro. I don't like. That's what I'm saying, though. I don't like a woman that I gotta keep in the house. I like a woman that I gotta drag outside. I like women that like being in the house. Straight up.
See how much
that's
easier?
What I like.
So that's the part that I was trying to get to. See how easier it is to deal with somebody that has no desire to be out there.
My shit don't even want to go outside.
It's easier to deal with people who have no desire. So instead of trying, so here's the thing. You don't have to train nobody. You ain't got to teach nobody. You're not their father. All of this stuff, right? So for the people who are watching that thought this was another red pill conversation, you are sorely mistaken. No, this is not about red pill conversations. This is, you can do whatever you want to do, just not with me.
Say that.
You can do it. I'm not going to suppress you. I'm not going to stop you. Just go find somebody who wants that. Because there are people who don't care. I'm saying that if I do care, and I do, if I do care, you're just not going to be with me. It's very, and I'm not going to push you. I'm not going to lecture you. I'm not going to have long drawn out conversations about your behavior because you're an adult and you can do what you want to do in 2026. That's why the video was the way that it was. That's why the conversation was the way that it was, because I don't need to be out there. Neither do you. I don't need to be out there, and neither do you. See, let me explain this, right? When I'm working, whether it be on a football field, whether it be behind a mic, whether it be on a stage somewhere, whether it just be picking up some extra cash moonlighting, I am working, which means my focus is on my job. If there are people wearing my jersey or screaming my name in the stands or even on the sidelines, I'm not seeing them. I am focused on the game. My goal to be out here is not to get their attention. My goal is to do my job on the field, and that's it, or on the stage. I'm not here to pick up dates. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to get that type of attention. My job is to do my job. If you like me as a result of me doing my job, that's on you. But that doesn't move me because I came here for one reason and one reason only. Now, if you go into the club, I told you about this before. People go to the club to pick up lost change. People go fishing at the club. That's where the ocean is. The club is the ocean. You might find a fish that you like in there, or you might just find a fish that's going to make sure you don't go hungry tonight. You might not find the one you want, but you found a fish. So there are plenty of fish in the sea, and you walking around in the sea. Why do you want to be in the sea if you're not looking for fish?
Come on.
Come on. I just want to go do that. I think that's a fun time. I think it's great. I like getting hit on by people, and I don't want to give it to them and nothing like that. You don't want to give it to them today, but there's going to be somebody that walks up to you that fits your dream build, especially when you 7 or 8, 9 Henny shots to the wind. We've been through this before. I like people who like me, and I like being in my house.
Come on, man. I don't like a woman that's selfish, jealous, or outside.
Classic.
Y'all can keep it. Yeah, that shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially them joints you gotta try to, cause it's gonna bite you in the ass. I seen so many men try to pull their women inside. Gee, she like being outside, folks. You gonna lose. And that end up being the end of the relationship. That end up being it every time. Gee, I feel like I can't. I just feel like it's like and they leave his dumb ass. That shit want to be outside, folks. And if you ain't an outside nigga, G, don't try to bring nothing in the house, folks. She not coming in. She'll come in the house for a little bit because it might be a little cold outside during this season. Soon as it get back sunny, folks, she back outside, folks. I don't like that outside shit, and I don't like nothing selfish. I want something that's cool with sharing me, and don't see that as an opportunity to share herself with the rest of motherfuckers because she feel like she getting it. She's making the playing field even and shit. That'd be the issue too. It'd be like, hey, you cool with a sister wife or whatever, and they be like, as long as I get to throw my pussy in the street, like, why do you want to stay over?
Let me ask you this question.
Look, my whole thing be this, Tez. Before you ask me the question, because I want to answer your question. Before you ask me the question, Tez, my whole thing be this, folks. When a guy like you or I bring up polygyny to a woman, hey, how you feel about a sister wife? And they immediately bring up being able to do them because I'm allegedly doing me by having 2 wives. Instantly off the rip, I know the respect that I would need you to have for yourself to even be one of my wives. It ain't there because listen to how your brain work. You not saying you because it ain't just the answer being no is cool. The why is crazy though. Not no, I'm preferential to monogamy for said reasons. It's no, unless I could throw my shit out in the street.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You would do that off a GP, off a general principle. You want to put your coochie in the street.
Classic.
You're not a candidate. That's why I say let people do what they want to do, so you can see what they want to do.
I was gonna say. So here's the question. The question is simple.
Yeah,
and I think you kind of nailed it, but I'm gonna run through it anyway. If you're having a genuine conversation with somebody at the beginning of y'all meeting, I'll tell you. I've gone on dates with people and I've said things that most people deem not date etiquette. But I said them because I don't want to go through the process of dating someone knowing that this is a hard line for me and that I'm not willing to waver on it. And I don't want to beat them into any type of submission. I don't want to, not use that word beat, but I don't want to have to like force or coerce them to do things that I want or to be okay with things that I'm okay with that they're not. It's easier for me to have a conversation with them about it and say, hey, I didn't like this, or I don't like this. What do you think about this? And it's okay to have it. Remember, we had the conversation about the bar. We had that conversation on one of the shows. I don't remember which one, y'all. We do a lot of them. And I was talking to the person, and they just did not have the same goals as me, as far as what they were looking for and what they wanted to experience. And they were like, "But we had a great time. You look good. I look good. We fancy each other." And I said, "But yes, there's one monolith in the room that I can't get over. And I enjoyed your time tonight. You were great. I hope that you find what you're looking for, because I am not what you're looking for." And some people can say you took an L that night, bro. I may have taken an L that night because I did not leave with that lady. But let me tell you, I saved myself an entire generation of headaches by letting that person do what they wanted to do, and by me doing what I wanted to do every day. If what I want to do is what I want to do, when I want to do it and how many times, and that's fine with them, and what they want to do and when they want to do it and how many times is fine with me, then we get along. But if you got something that you want to do that I don't like, and I got something that I want to do that you don't like, then we're not gonna get along.
Say that. Say that.
And ladies and gentlemen, I know this is the end for us tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, this is why people cheat. They don't just cheat because they thought that it was nice. They cheat because they lack.
Classic.
I know a lot of people don't like having the cheating conversation, honestly, but there is a lot of nuance. And I remember, like I said, as you grow and you see more, you gain more knowledge, you understand differently, you hear more testimonies of different people's real life experience. Because it's one thing can't none of us combat is somebody's actual lived experience, right? Not how they handled it, but what actually occurred in their lives. And as you grow and you learn and you understand, you can't tell me anymore that there's no reason to cheat at all. You can no longer tell me that. And I don't necessarily condone what y'all call cheating, but you also can't tell me that there's no reason to do it. Oh, you should just leave. Easy for you to say. What are the circumstances? It don't matter who cheating. You notice I didn't say man cheating or woman cheating. People be like, oh, you should just leave. Never cheat. Just leave. What are the circumstances? How many of the long-lasting marriages that are actually still existing today had some infidelity that they worked through?
A lot.
Classic.
I would hazard to guess the majority of them. You feel me? So, 40 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, that's a long time to be with one human being. And that's why I say, if you serious about getting into a long term, and we'll end it with this. Kira said facts a lot. We thought you was gone, Kira getting that money. It's Saturday too. You know, she over there doing some faux locks. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of them things where it's like I said, bro, I will end it with this. If you serious about getting into a long-term committed working relationship, take monitoring infidelity in all of its ways and put that shit at the bottom of your list of priorities. Take it off the list. Take it off the list. How about this? If you're going to marry a person, actually give it a shot trying real trust. Classic. You know what real trust is and why most of y'all don't try it? Because y'all hurt and y'all traumatized. Real trust is being blind. It is. It's being blind voluntarily. Where's she at? Told me she was going to the store. Y'all don't do the GPS thing? I ain't tracking her. She could call me. She got an emergency button or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tracking her. You know what I'm saying? Do she got your load? No. How's she going to protect me? She can't. I am the protection. Don't nobody need my location but me. But don't you feel like, no, I don't feel like nothing. We ain't thinking about that type of shit. People should stop thinking about that type of shit. And yes, pros and cons. Does it leave you susceptible to having a partner who's able to cheat in complete peace because you're not investigating anything? Yes, it does. But if y'all got all this faith y'all be talking about, if y'all believe in some type of relationship with something greater than yourself, and you feel like that relationship with whatever it is that's greater than yourself, whether it's your ancestors, your spirit guides, God, Jesus, whoever it is that you tapping in with, if you feel like they got your back, then whatever is occurring will line up. You will end up being okay. It'd be crazy because people talk about all this faith, all this belief, having a relationship centered around this and centered around that, but they move like people who are unprotected.
Classic.
They move like people who are unprotected. If I say my ancestors got me, what's the next thing that I also tell you, Tez? I'm completely fearless. You ever seen me be scared of anything?
No.
You know me for over 2 decades, bro. You ever seen me be scared of anything, bro?
Nothing.
You see me have to play against state football players, basketball players. You see me boxing, bro. You ever see me bag down from some shit?
No.
Okay, so that's because of faith in something greater than me. I know I got angels working for me. I move like it. So what I look like worried about my wife, if something going on, I know who all the spirituals, all whatever it is in the world that been having my back this whole time is going to reveal that to me if I'm supposed to know. And when they do, I'm going to go with my move.
I told you before, when we asked this question the last time, I got cheated on because I did not care. That makes sense, right? I did not care. What I mean by I did not care is not that I did not care about her doing it and I was going to keep her. No, that's not what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm saying all of that phone checking, all of that stalking, all of that seeing how many times she been live and what's she doing on the internet. That's a tremendous waste of energy that I have. And quite frankly, if I have to do all of that, I probably shouldn't have her anyway.
May never play tug of war with vagina. Great advice. But again, I'm talking about the policing of it. I'm with you, RS. I'm with you, Solidified. I'm with you for real.
I'm talking about the policing too. I'm not doing all of that policing. Like I don't look, women. I don't try to control nobody. I don't want to. Look, I'm telling you straight up. There are guys that will do it. I don't want to control a woman. I don't want to. I gotta control myself. I have to control myself. I don't want to have to control you two. And that's why I always tell people the door is right there. At any time, feel free to exit stage left. Because I know you wasn't right. If that's what you got to do what you got to do. Y'all are empowered. Y'all are liberated. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. I will champion the right for you to do whatever you want to do and be as safe as you want to. But the one thing that I'm not going to do is try to control you or stop you. Do what you want. Just don't do it here.
Yeah. RS Solidified said, I can't go for that because if she cheats, she's not bringing the ancestors back STDs. She's bringing that back to me. Now, I hear what you're saying in that regard. I mean, it's a little rich to just drive the bus straight off into the worst case scenario, but we'll go with you.
I'm not going to the worst case scenario. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I mean that is kind of it, right? Like she cheats, she treats you recklessly, irresponsibly with somebody else who is also community D and probably passing her something to pass to you and all that. Like that is definitely worst case scenario, and I hear where you're coming from. But tell me how policing the woman prevents what you're talking about. All your policing does is require her to take a couple additional steps to do what she's trying to do. That's all.
Yeah.
You're not going to stop it though.
No, you're not going to stop it and you're not going to win. So
yeah. So if you have somebody that want to step out on you, they're going to step out on you. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And Kira just explained exactly what I'm talking about. Willful ignorance is peace of mind. You will drive yourself crazy worrying about what people do outside of your presence. Absolutely. And that's why a lot of these relationships don't work because it's a lot of police, you know what I'm saying, involved. Racehead said, as a player, I had to leave the streets alone and develop mastery over self. Yeah, you need some discipline. I agree with you. Kelly says she agrees. She agreed with Tez. Racehead said Providence. Ellis said out of sight, out of mind. Yep. Tatted, yeah. Ted said, hey.
I got one last question before you do the housekeeping, okay?
Yeah.
And I do a statement before we do housekeeping, but separate. How much energy do you think that you would spend away from your crafts, whether it be boxing, whether it be music, whether it be this that we're doing right now, or even just garnering income to have a more comfortable life? How much energy do you think that you would expend if you spent that much time policing a woman who has free will?
You wouldn't. You wouldn't have much time. You can't really be focused and be policing somebody that's out of your sight. Like what you know what I mean? Like it's almost like being double-minded 24/7. I don't think it's conducive to anything. Like people talk about trust, but they don't practice it at all. Because as soon as you bring up long-term relationships, fidelity immediately becomes a part of the conversation, which means that the majority of you guys, not y'all in the chat, but people out there, like, you know what I'm saying, just in general, the majority of us aren't practicing true trust. True trust is willful ignorance. It is blind. True trust sounds exactly like the opposite of what I be talking about. What I always say, if a man tell me my woman would never, I look at his ass crazy. But that's true trust. That's true trust. In your brain, you got you somebody that won't do nothing to you. She ain't gonna make no decision like that. That's what real trust is. It's damn near delusional. True trust is delusion. You're essentially in your brain tricking yourself to believe this person is infallible with regards to how they're treating and upholding everything that has to do with y'all.
Look, let me tell you, the relationships be uncomfortable to even be around.
Bruh.
And that's one of the reasons I don't like being around people's relationships too, is because look, as far as it goes, I don't think I've ever even asked you what's the dynamic of any relationship that you've ever been in almost 30 years of knowing you. I don't think that I've ever asked you that question. I don't think I've asked any of the guys the dynamic of their relationships. I think what the guys want to divulge is what they had on their hearts that day. And like I said, we talked about the men's mental health. You do need friends, but you don't need a lot of them. And you also don't need to tell them everything.
Well, Tez, I've known you long enough, brother. I know that certain days of the week and certain hours of those days, if I'm talking to you, I may or may not hear a very gentle voice in the background. Brother, I don't need to ask you no motherfucking questions. It's been that way for 25 years, dog. Tez ain't never had no issues with no women. Tez, depending on the day of the week and the hour that you're calling me, you might hear a gentle voice or two in the background. You don't need to ask me nothing, brother. I'm the same me you know for 25. Do either of us look like? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Bro, what do we need to talk about?
Nothing.
You see what I'm saying? Kira said, yep, that's why I say people who police people don't have shit productive to do. They don't. You can't.
Nothing.
Camelot said, y'all go crazy. Yeah. We just be talking. Ellis said, Ronald Robertson, my respect is cemented. I don't enforce control. My word is enough. I say that. Hey, listen, I learned something today. Ellis smooth, man. The way he settled everything with Kelly. Did you read in the comments?
I read
that boy slick. That boy slick, though. Hey, see what I'm saying? The wolves be outside. That boy, you see how he had Kelly upset. Then I said that boy managing the fuck out that conversation. Hey, the moment you try to control me, not lead me, but control me, in my mind, you're not even my man anymore, because most men like that lack self-control and emotional intelligence. They are usually the one cheating. Ellis said, right. Trust is carefree. Yeah. Race Head said, my cousin's man found my number in her phone. Wait.
Yeah, I get what I see what happened here. My cousin's man found my number in her phone and had the nerve to call and check me. Then I had to school him that if he keeps policing, she will leave or cheat. That's your woman. Act like it. I've been in this situation before too, where I've had someone try to check me on somebody that I was not dealing with. In this case, he didn't recognize Racehead's name in the phone. He just thought it was a dude that she was talking to.
His cousin's woman.
His cousin's a woman. That's his woman, his girl cousin.
The girl cousin.
She got a man.
And
her man saw a man's name in her phone. That wasn't her brother or dad.
Okay.
And when he realized it's not her brother or her dad, he got jealous and texted him and called him and said, hey man, you were talking to my girl for? He like, I'm her cousin. That's your woman.
Got you. Okay.
Talk to your girl.
You see how it threw me off though?
I have been in a situation where someone's man who they were engaged to hit me up. And I said, first of all, what are you talking about? That is a fine, upstanding woman. Mm-hmm. Secondly, if y'all did have a problem, you're talking to the wrong one, dog. Hey, what the meme say? Hey, King, respect yourself. He said, don't try to big ups me, nigga.
Right. Facts.
Don't try to big ups me. He was like, You having a conversation with the wrong guy. I don't even know who you are.
Yep.
This was not if I did something, it was not against you because I didn't even know you existed. Hey, King, you deserve better than this.
Yeah.
That's what dude told him. He got pissed about it. I know we out of time.
Yeah, we are. I'm gonna just read the rest of these comments. Actions reveal it all. Ain't gotta control people. Yup. Racehead said classic, fix the spell check. Ramon said, like I said, it's not control if you leave, but it's self-respect. Don't check, just leave. Kelly said, Ramon, if you're going to stay with her after finding out she was sleeping with her, then don't bother her about it. Interesting. Soft Rain said the show, Housekeeping, y'all. Make sure y'all get tickets to the show June 6th. June 6th, we are in Columbus, Georgia. The Raw Society Coalition, we are having a live show, live performance by myself, live panel. It's going to be live. Make sure y'all pull up in Columbus, Georgia. The link is in the chat, and the tickets are on sale right now. Kelly Vlog said, at Ramon, she shouldn't even be your woman. If she smashed somebody else and you choose to stay with her, you either leave or pretend to have trust until you actually have it again. Racehead said, my first cousin. Facts. Okay, bet. We appreciate y'all. We're going to wrap up on the question of the day right there. And we'll probably have to revisit this. Seems like a part 2 type conversation. So we'll see how we can build this out because this has been amazing. So Housekeeping is done. Make sure y'all get tickets for the tour and pull up to see us live and in person. We are headed to Georgia. And
if y'all would be so kind to head over to the RSC channel afterwards, unless you're already there, give the RSC channel a subscribe. All of the information about our merch is there, as well as on the Classic Codes page, and our socials. But up top, we have the Raw Society Coalition. That is 5 individual creators that come together and form like Voltron itself. You have the Classic Codes, which most of you are here right now on the Classic Codes. You have Souls of Thought and the No Middleman podcast that includes individual content creators and panelists. So Uncle Plug TV, Souls himself, and Conversation with Soft Rain. And then you have myself, the Tez Down. Some of you are watching on the Tez Down channel right now. I thank you so much. Make sure you hit that live button. And if you have not subscribed to all of these channels, please take a screenshot and subscribe to those channels. We would appreciate it greatly. Classic is pushing for 5K. I'm just trying to get to 400 for now. This is a brand new channel for me. RSC is a brand new channel. And believe it or not, Classic's channel is not old either. But this man is a hard worker when it comes to putting in content on this channel. As you guys can see, he curated the show today, and he did a very good job.
Appreciate that, bro.
Classic.
You help.
Somebody got a question. Chicago Red know exactly what you're about to say next. He didn't even let it come out of your mouth.
Yes, I am covering the Thurman fight. I have to get ready for that. I'm sure the event has already started. I want to go live early to talk about some other things in boxing until the main event starts. Y'all tap in at Classic Code Sports for the Thurman fight called Thurman versus Fondura tonight. I am calling the fight, but we do have to tap out. Tez Ben had to go, actually, so we're putting in overtime right now. Ellis said, great show, Classic, superb dialogue, fam. Gratitude, E. Gratitude. And man, this has been another episode of The Human Experience. This is Tez24 right here next to me. I am Classic with the Classic Codes. If y'all don't do nothing else, make sure y'all stick to the codes. Yes, I'm calling a fight, Racehead. It'll be on my Classic Code Sports channel. Let's go.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story, all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul.